Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're discussing, of course, some AEW pay-per-view news, of course, and updates. We see, of course, Full Gear just went off. Very good show Full Gear. Some crazy things happened on the show. I did not expect Heyman Page to lose the AEW World Championship. Now, I know the champions have a long title reigns that last. Everybody have a title reign that lasts a year and all that stuff. I know you have to do it every time, but I thought Heyman Page would retain, especially with all the interference that was happening with, Hook and all, everybody kind of joining in and interfering. I thought Heyman would retain the championship, and then might lead to something else. Maybe somebody after the match confront him, like Swerve confront him, or MJF or somebody confront him. But Samoa Joe won. Samoa Joe's a two-time AEW World Champion now. And Heyman Page winning the world title at All In. Being there in person was very cool to see. Like that, the match he had with Kyle Fletcher, the match he had with Samoa Joe as well. So the matches he had for the past few months and stuff. I don't know how many days he's been champion, but I know he won it. It was in July, so July all the way to November. So he's been champion for a few months. Like that, I'm doing this thing, of course, as well. But for Heyman Page's character don't really need the championship title. After he won the world title from Moxley and kind of submitted his legacy, his redemption story, it kind of was a little different. It's like he really need the title, anymore. He really need the title anymore. Like that, it's kind of like, it's like sometimes a wrestler get to a point where they just, the championship titles help them, but it's like they're already the biggest star without it. Like Stone Cold and The Rocks. I'm not saying Heyman Page is Stone Cold The Rock like that. Maybe AEW is Stone Cold or The Rock like that. You never know. Maybe 10, 15 years from now, you look back and see that. But sometimes they bigger than the championship themselves like that. You see Swerve coming back out there, Heyman Page out there as well. Swerve helping them after the match like that, and they standing side by side against Samoa Joe a little bit as well. So we'll see how things kind of go in that showcase and stuff. But Samoa Joe's two-time world champion, of course. Samoa Joe, Heyman, Moxley, CM Punk as well. I think that are the only champions who are multiple-time AEW World Champions like that as well. So that's very interesting to see. But don't forget, MJF still has that contract that he can use anytime. Now, I can't use it it's not like a Money in the Bank contract where you can just do it right then and there. Like that, you have to do it at least a week in advance. Like that, he can schedule a match anytime for that title opportunity, of course. But the show was very crazy though. We seen Chris Statlander defeat Mercedes Mone, and Mercedes Mone, both of her singles losses have been for the World Championship. And yes, she has, of course, 13 championships from all different countries. She had a CMLL heavyweight title, of course, the Mexico and stuff like that as well. And then also she has titles in, I think, Austria and Australia, all places you can think of. She got titles everywhere. Of course, as well. She has the TBS Championship in AEW, of course, but the one title she has yet to win is the AEW World Championship. She worked herself to win the One Heart Cup tournament, and she went against, of course, Toni Storm. What happened? She lost that match. Like that, Toni Storm did 7 different maneuvers to beat 7 belts Mone. And then now, a few months later, like 4 or 5 months later, like that, she has 13 titles. And what happens? She loses again, like, of course, to Chris Statlander. We see a lot of callbacks for that match. Remember when Mercedes was trying to get the count out victory and Chris got back in the ring and she was just looking at her like that? That kind of called back to their match from last year as well, like that, when they had that battle. And Mercedes Mone has yet to win this one. You see her trying to keep her composure in the ring like that. She using the championship titles almost like a mask, like that. All those titles she won like that, like a cover up, like, I'm good. I haven't won the AEW World title. I'm good. I got all this right here. But in reality, that's the one that she can't win. The one that got away every single time. And we'll see. Okay, the first time she lost, she went out there and added more championship belts like that as well, which is cool, of course, for your legacy and stuff. But it's still not the big one. It's still not the AEW World Championship, the title where you're mostly at, the brand that you're signed to, of course, and the brand that you're there, the World Championship, the biggest title in the company, like that. You've yet to win that one. So this storyline, I think, gonna take a turn. I think Mercedes Mone might start doing things differently. We start seeing her go on the down route, and maybe if she start losing these championship titles as well, like to see her start losing belts little by little, like that. Because she's been helping build the other brands, other brands like that, showcasing her stuff like that. I've been doing good. Other companies, of course, love her being their champion because they keep making her champion like that. Cause they know what it brings. But she started losing championship titles little by little, like that. And then you start seeing her lose everything, and then she kind of get to that crazy point, kind of like Heyman Page was a little bit. At the point where he lost everything and he kind of lost it like that, and then built herself back up, almost like an underdog story. And then she goes back and try to win that championship, and the third time the charm, find a way to get it done. That'd be very cool. I think that's the kind of direction they're going. That's my prediction. But we'll see what happens. But We're seeing, of course, Cal Fletcher get beat by Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe put everything out online. I like that intro he had too as well, like that, honoring his brother and stuff, talking about his brother, his family, and the connection. He's saying that you got to go out here and win this match like that. It gave you that real good sports feel like that when you watch that match, of course, as well, and the build up to it. And, you know, it's the 5th bout between those two. I think Cal has 3, and was it the 5th bout or 6th bout thing? I think Cal beat him 3 times. And he beat Cal 3 times, I think as well. I think it's 3-3 right now, right? I think it's a 6th bout, or it was. But yeah, that right there is very good. Very good match, of course, between the two. It was an amazing match, of course. Him hitting the Jay Driller, of course, to win the championship. It's just fit. You know, story fit and ending like that. And see him be TNT champion. Also, his other partner of the conglomeration. I think I said it wrong, but I said it right. We'll find out. But his other tag team partner, of course, group partner as well, his family. Not Cal Fletcher, but Cal O'Reilly defeating John Moxley again. John Moxley submitting twice like that. You know, he did it in the course in the Blood and Guts match a few weeks back, and then he did it again as well in this match. And there's no excuses. You can't say, "Oh, I was fighting this as a mobile man." No, you tapped out, and you see how the Death Riders are looking at him. Pac won this match, of course, as well. And you see the other Death Rider members, of course, around like that. Claudio nodding his head. They come in the ring, listen to him a little bit. And you see Marina face after Moxley lost and stuff. You kind of seeing a little bit of stuff, a little bit kind of build up, saying, okay, hold on now. Moxley, they losing trust in you. You're their leader. But you say you're this and that and that. We know you was a world champion in AEW like 4 times, I think. Four times like that. But you lost your AEW World Championship to Hangman by tapping out. You lost to Cal O'Reilly to get the advantage, which kind of helped you when made you lose the Blood and Guts match by getting counted out. And you lost the Blood and Guts match by tapping out, and now you lost this match tapping out. And then you lost to Darby Allin, of course, as well, in Wrestle Dream before this match as well, like that, tapping out as well. They've seen you give up multiple times like that. Moxley in his career, I've never seen him tap out this many times like that before. They've seen him give up multiple times, of course, over the course and like losing the big matches. So I think there's gonna come a time. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It'll probably be close to World's End. World's End is a fitting name. Cause I think it'll come a time where they end everything, of course, and you see the Death Riders, you know, turn Claudio as their new leader. Marina, one of them, probably Marina or Claudio, either one of them is the new leader, and they take Moxley out. You know, Marina loved Moxley, but you know, that's like her sensei or something like that. But she's gonna have to take him out. It's gonna be like New Jack City, you know, with the tears. Are you the keeper? Yes, I am. You gotta take him out, and it's gonna be a crazy storyline, of course. We also seen the Elite reunite, of course. You got the Young Bucks. They had the money right there. They won $1 million match, but they didn't choose the money over the friend like that. That's a life lesson for everybody. Never choose the money over your family and your friends like that. You know what I mean? So they went back and they joined Kenny Omega, of course, as well. They joined Don Callis' family, go down the dark path. And we'll see the Elite back together. Kenny Omega hasn't wrestled a singles match since All In, you know, versus Okada, the unified match. So I don't know if he can wrestle single matches anymore. They did a lot of group matches, a lot of big time matches like that. I don't know. I wonder why they never did the Josh Alexander and Kenny Omega match, or Cal Fletcher and Kenny Omega match. But they said Kenny was physically unable to do the match and the way he wanted to do it. So they've been doing group stuff, which is perfectly fine. Of course, having them around is great enough. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Ricochet won the national championship, the national title. Of course, I know a lot of fans had a lot of things about it, saying, "Oh, like the NWA." You know, well, NWA ain't really got a lot of fans, but NWA, you know, like the people that was like within the company and stuff was mad about it. But Tony Khan said that he talked to the owner of NWA, you know, Billy, like that. They talked to him about it, like that, about the NWA championship title, like that. He said first having the Shockwave, he said about to do Shockwave pay-per-view, and he said he realized they had one, so he kind of dropped it and said it's not going to happen. And then he said he wanted to do a homage to the national championship. He got the blessing from him as well to do the title. So, and like he just did it out of nowhere. He got the blessing from him to do the title. Like that, show homage to the original title like that. You know, the title still exists, of course. The title still exists to this day, of course. The NWA has one, the AEW has one as well, like that. And Ricochet is the first champion. Ricochet, he says he built this group that he got, of course, the demand to get him a championship title. He said to build himself up to win gold. He said, I'm on a quest for gold. And Ricochet got gold like that. He got gold, able to hit the spirit gun. Like Yusuke, boom. I still had a Yusuke figure over there still, right? Yeah. Where's it at? There, right there. The Mouche Company. It's a cool figure. But spirit gun, hit the spirit gun, of course, on My boy Kevin Knight. My boy Kevin Knight take a lot of pins. I'm like, stop it. Stop letting him get pinned a lot. Let somebody else get pinned. But hit the spirit gun on him. Got the victory and new national champion. It'd be cool to see Ricochet and Kevin Knight go against each other. Ace Austin on Twitter did say that he said I'll have to be the next person to come out, but Ricochet won the match. That'd be a cool match to see too as well. Ace Austin, I like that match he had against Cal Fletcher a few weeks ago as well. But Ace Austin versus Ricochet, that'd be a nice match to see. And also speaking of Cal Fletcher and Kazuchika Takeshita, the Dunkhouse family, hey, those two are entering the Continental Classic. That would be crazy. You know, Cal Fletcher lost his title. He said, I lost my title. And he said, guess what? I'm going to enter the Continental Classic as well. And he said, Kazuchika Takeshita said he's entering the Continental Classic too. Okada, that would be some crazy stuff. We'll see Okada, you know, got to defend his title against one of those guys, of course, as well. We think Konosuke might be the guy, but I wouldn't put it past Okada if he screwed Konosuke over like that during the tournament to cause him to lose, and then it'd be Okada and Fletcher or something. We're going to see how this kind of goes. I feel like the Dunkhouse family about to implode in a little bit. It's kind of slowly building up to that. But yeah, the Timeless Love Bombs, they got the victory in the 4-way tag match as well. Got the victory in that match. And then they had to choose stipulations for the tag match. I think the first match is going to be on Wednesday for one of the tag teams, of course. I think it's the Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron versus Sister Sin, if I'm not mistaken, right? And the first semifinal one, I think they're going to get each other right there. So we'll see how things go. Well, no, I think they're going against Marina Shafir and Megan Bay. It's one of them. They showed it on the screen, but I forgot who it was. But I know Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, I think, are the two that's competing this Wednesday on the little Thanksgiving Eve show. I think it's 3 hours as well. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. But overall, great show. We're seeing, of course, Brody, though, and FTR put in a classic tag team match. And FTR is the new tag team champions, of course, as well. And that right there is big time. They 3-time tag team champions. They tied a record with the Young Bucks for the most tag team title wins in AEW. And hey, we're gonna see where this kind of goes, of course, a little bit. We had on Stokely, he was in the upside down, walking around like that in the intro thing. So maybe that's enough juice to get it, help them get it done, and you know, and they got the victory, of course, over them. Bandit though did everything he could at the end like that. He was kicking out of stuff, of course, trying to survive, but it wasn't enough like that. And FTR won, and it might lead to a big match between FTR and my favorite wrestler, you know, Edge, aka Adam Copeland and Christian. Or Adam Copeland left after Beth Phoenix got taken out, but you know he's filming a movie right now, I think, too, as well. So he left like that. His contract, I think, ends this year or something. Kind of mentioned that in the interview. We'll see if Adam Copeland comes back. Adam Copeland and Christian versus FTR will be nice to see part 2, because the first match didn't end the right way because of the the things that happened, of course. So we'll see what goes on. That's all I have for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. Let me know down below what you guys think about the show and about your favorite moments of AEW. Of course, Full Gear, and we'll see what happens, of course, the next pay-per-view, which will be World's End. Like that, the Dynamites are building up to that. We might see a tag team of Swerve and Hangman teaming up together. Because we've seen Hangman, we've seen Swerve help Hangman, of course, at All In, but we still haven't seen them tag together. That'd be crazy, like that. And Swerve got a new theme song too, as well, like that. And the theme song pretty good too. You know, we're gonna miss the top road, get to loud, but the theme song is very good. So we'll see how things go. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out.